Special guest that came our way, Mr. Michael Jordan. He's come today to share a story with you about what happened in his life 4 years ago when he visited Bell Insurance. My son Cameron and his wife Angel prophesied over him. He came back 6 months ago and found out it's now Tim's gift.
That's right.
He's got a story to share.
That's right. First time I came here, I was watching one, I was all right. And so I didn't know them. I hadn't never met you before. And I came about 2 times. The second time I came, that's when Tim and his wife, Becky, stopped and asked me, I was hearing that door, they called me back and they asked me, could they tell me something? Because a lot of people don't want to hear nothing about the Lord. So I said, well, I do. So I took out the time for them to tell me what was going on. And they told me that the Lord will show them something, that something was going to happen to me. They don't know exactly what it were. But whatever it was, the Lord was going to stay beside me and speak with me through the whole thing, that I would never get me down. And so about 6 months to a year later, I was out washing windows, but I was over in another town over in Calabash. And I started hurting my calf muscle, and I didn't think it didn't hit my mind what they had told me. It just all happened at one time. So when I fell in the parking lot, got up that Wednesday, I got up next Thursday morning to go back to work. When I stood up, I fell on the ground, fell right side of my bed. And from there, they told me I had 12 hours to live, and one was already there, one was already gone. And so they just treated me there and gave me the operation. So at first I thought that I wanted to die. When I first got my leg cut off, I wanted to die. I didn't want to live because I thought it would be less than a man, and I couldn't hold my ground because I had one leg. But I didn't ever stop. But the Lord showed me different. It was something else I needed to have done. But whenever I was in the hospital, I seen 2 dreams. Whenever they put me under that stuff, I had 2 dreams. One was that I was in Iraq, and I was tied down on my back, and I could see a man over in the wood, over the weeds like this right here with a knife, but I was laying right there on the ground. And I see this man with a knife like this right here, like he's going to come and cut me or something, whatever he's going to do to me. And I was there looking at me, and the people, little kids, y'all sides were running, women was running the hall, and I could just see bullets coming. I was laying on my back, I see the bullets, woo, 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 all over my head. And then my second dream, when I come out of that dream, I dreamed that I was like over my house. And I was over the roof of my house, and it was a bright diesel like this right here, and all I could see was them chairs lining off in my yard, like I was going to have a cookout, but I didn't see no grill. But everybody was coming up slowly in my yard like I had died. Everybody was walking slowly. I could see the people coming in my yard. I'm sitting up here. I see the people coming in my yard, sitting down looking sad, looking at me. I said, wonder what's going on? I asked the Lord. I said, Lord, what's going on? Why are these people coming in my yard? And why is all these chairs in my yard? And I know I'm not cooking now. So that must have showed then that I was on the edge of dying. But somehow or another, the Lord helped me through. I started seeing, when I opened my eyes, when I first opened my eyes, I couldn't see nothing. Everything was kind of blurry. But after a while, things started clearing up, and I could see colors, I could see blue, red, green, see the TV and all. So after I cleared myself up, that's when I started getting better. When I got getting better, when I come out of the hospital, they had this little piece of leg here was just wrapped all up. I couldn't even go to bed at night. I couldn't sleep. Anytime I lay to sleep, I had to sit up like this right here beside the bed. And my friends would put pillows around me, and I sit there and sleep like this in pain because I couldn't lay down. If I lay down, all this was hurting. All this would hurt if I lay down. So I just kept working myself. I got one leg when I first got my prosthesis. I couldn't walk in. I couldn't even come outside. I just put it on. When I do put it on, I let somebody help me get out the door so I could stand outside with my neighbors. But I couldn't come back in the house. Somebody had to help me.